Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, where you get the most important news and stories from around the world every day. Subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to stay informed. The air on the survey ship crackles with tension, every crew member acutely aware that history could be unfolding beneath their feet. As dawn breaks over the West Philippine Sea, the first rays of sunlight glint off the waves, illuminating a vessel on a mission that could change the nation's fate. Powerful sonar pulses echo through the deep, searching for more than just rock. This is a hunt for the nation's future, a quest to uncover resources that could fuel generations. Filipino geologists and international experts huddle around their monitors, eyes fixed on the shifting data, hearts pounding with anticipation, hoping for a breakthrough that could redefine the country's destiny. Suddenly, the data aligns. A massive geological structure emerges on the screens, bigger, richer, and more promising than anyone dared to imagine. Excitement erupts in the control room. This discovery could pivot the Philippines from energy-dependent to a regional powerhouse, shifting the balance of power in Southeast Asia. The discovery is a bold statement in contested waters, signaling to the world that the Philippines is ready to unlock its destiny and claim its rightful place on the global stage. For years, the country watched as neighbors prospered from hydrocarbon wealth, building their economies while the Philippines relied on costly imports and watched opportunities slip away. Now, new technology and a surge of national resolve have ignited a fire under Philippine ambitions, driving a new era of exploration and hope. The archipelago's waters, once seen only as fishing grounds, are now recognized as a treasure chest brimming with untapped potential, waiting to be unlocked. The implications are staggering, not just cheaper energy but a surge in national sovereignty, economic independence, and the creation of thousands of new jobs for Filipinos. This newfound wealth could fund vital infrastructure, modernize education, and transform healthcare, improving lives for generations and lifting millions out of poverty. The potential beneath the seabed could reshape the country's economy, boost global trade, and elevate the Philippines' standing in the international community. But the journey is perilous. The same resources that promise prosperity also lie at the heart of a geopolitical flashpoint, where tensions simmer and risks abound. Every step forward is a calculated, courageous act, requiring wisdom, unity, and unwavering determination from all involved. The world is watching closely as the Philippines stands at the threshold of a new era, its choices and actions under the global spotlight. The stakes are high, and the risks are real. Nature, politics, and history all converge in these contested waters. This is more than a scientific breakthrough. It's a turning point for the nation, a moment that could define the Philippines for decades to come. The future is being written one seismic scan at a time, as each new discovery brings the country closer to energy independence. The dawn of a new energy era has arrived, and with it, the promise of a brighter, more prosperous future for all Filipinos. Deep beneath the Philippine archipelago lies a secret, hidden for generations beneath the rolling waves and scattered islands. Vast, untapped reserves of oil and natural gas, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. These aren't minor deposits. Some estimates suggest they could rival regional energy giants, potentially transforming the Philippines into a major player in the global energy market. The reality is dawning. After years of speculation, the Philippines sits atop a potential gold mine, a resource that could change the nation's destiny. The most promising areas, like Recto Bank, could dwarf all previous discoveries, holding enough energy to power the country for decades. Other basins in the Sulu Sea and near Palawan also show immense promise, hinting at a future where the Philippines is energy self-sufficient. For decades, high electricity prices plagued Filipinos due to imported fuel, leading to frequent blackouts and economic strain for millions of families. Unlocking domestic reserves could mean stable, affordable energy for homes, schools, and industries, lighting up lives and powering progress across the nation. This is a foundational shift, not just a small economic boost. It could spark a wave of investment, job creation, and innovation. The wealth could fund a sovereign wealth fund, modernize the economy, and lift millions from poverty, building better schools, hospitals, and infrastructure for future generations. The sleeping giant is stirring, with ripples set to reach across the Indo-Pacific, influencing trade, diplomacy, and regional stability. The question is no longer if the resources exist, but how the nation will manage this opportunity, balancing development, environmental protection, and national interests. The stakes are enormous and the world is watching closely as the Philippines navigates this critical moment. The Philippines stands on the brink of transformation, with hope and uncertainty mingling in the air. Will it seize the moment and awaken the sleeping giant for the benefit of all its people? For many years, the Philippines' vast energy wealth remained tantalizingly out of reach, a potential gold mine left untapped. The first major obstacle was technology. The deep-water reserves required advanced rigs and sophisticated robotics, which the country simply did not possess at the time. The second hurdle was funding. Exploration is an expensive endeavor, and foreign investors were hesitant, deterred by the political and legal uncertainties that loomed large. The third challenge was political will. Shifting governmental priorities, bureaucratic red tape, and the fear of provoking China led to prolonged inaction and missed opportunities. While neighboring countries like Malaysia and Vietnam prospered from their offshore resources, the Philippines became a net importer, leaving it vulnerable to global price shocks. The nation's energy narrative became one of what if, a tale of untapped wealth and unfulfilled promise, a story of potential left unrealized. This history of hesitation and missed chances is the backdrop to today's dramatic shift in the energy landscape. Now the country is racing against time to make up for the years of lost opportunities, determined to change its fortunes. The tools, investment, and resolve are finally aligning, creating a new era of potential and promise. The era of missed opportunities is finally coming to an end as the nation embraces a new chapter. The Philippines is determined to rewrite its energy story with renewed vigor and ambition. The world is watching closely to see if it succeeds in this ambitious endeavor as the Philippines steps into the global energy spotlight. Why the sudden global focus on Philippine energy? Soaring energy demand and fragile supply chains have made new sources critical. Advances in deep-water technology have made previously unreachable reserves viable. The Philippines is now a lucrative frontier for global energy firms. Its strategic location at the crossroads of trade and geopolitics adds to its appeal. For allies like the US and Japan, supporting Philippine energy is both economic and strategic. The world's energy players are eager to join the race. The Philippines is no longer on the sidelines, it's at the center of the action. The Malampaya Deepwater Gas-to-Power project is the Philippines' energy success story. For over 2 decades it powered Luzon, reduced imports, and stabilized the grid. Malampaya proved that large-scale, complex projects can succeed in the Philippines. It generated billions in revenue, funding government programs and development. The project became a symbol of national pride and a blueprint for future ventures. But Malampaya's reserves are declining, highlighting the urgent need for new sources. Its legacy is both a beacon and a warning. Success is possible, but time is running out. The nation must act quickly to replicate and surpass Malampaya's achievements. The blueprint exists. The challenge is to build on it before the lights go dim. The next chapter in Philippine energy is waiting to be written. The energy rush can't be separated from the geopolitical standoff with China. China's sweeping claims overlap with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, including resource-rich Recto Bank. Chinese harassment has deterred exploration and investment for years. For the Philippines, drilling is an assertion of legal rights under UNCLOS and the 2016 arbitral ruling. Beijing rejects the ruling, escalating tensions with every exploration attempt. The quest for energy is now a fight for sovereignty and territorial integrity. Securing these resources is essential for both economic growth and national defense. Building alliances and attracting diverse partners internationalizes the issue, raising the stakes for China. The Philippines must be bold yet cautious, balancing ambition with the risk of conflict. The promise of energy independence is giving the nation courage to claim its future. With Malampaya declining and pressure mounting, the Philippine government has ended its era of hesitation. Manila now asserts its sovereign rights in the West Philippine Sea, citing the 2016 arbitral award. Policy reforms are streamlining exploration contracts and attracting global investors. Security is being strengthened, modernizing the Navy, increasing patrols, and conducting joint exercises with allies. This dual approach reassures investors and signals to China that the Philippines is not alone. Energy diplomacy is forging partnerships for both capital and political support. The government's multi-pronged strategy is its most determined effort yet. The goal: unlock energy potential and secure the nation's future. The Philippines is turning the page on decades of inaction. The world has taken notice of the Philippines' assertive energy push. US energy giants, European firms and regional partners like Japan and Australia are lining up to invest. For the US, it's about strategy and supporting a key ally. European and regional players see new markets and energy security. Their involvement brings capital, technology, and diplomatic weight, raising the cost of disruption. Even Southeast Asian neighbors are exploring collaborations. This multinational interest creates competition and ensures the best terms for the Philippines. It also builds a powerful coalition invested in peaceful, lawful development. The race for a share of the prize is truly global. The stakes and the rewards have never been higher. The Philippines stands on the brink of an energy revolution. These resources offer a path to prosperity, self-determination, and energy independence. Producing its own fuel could stabilize prices, power industries, and free billions for development. But the risks are real: financial, environmental, and geopolitical. Wise leadership is needed to balance economic gains with environmental protection and peace. This is about more than oil, it's about national identity and sovereignty. Success would prove the Philippines can defend its rights and chart its own course. The confidence and pride from such an achievement would inspire generations. The choices made now will determine if this is a story of squandered opportunity or national triumph. The potential is vast, shimmering beneath the waves. With courage and unity, the Philippines can seize its destiny. The world is watching. This is the moment to rise.